Hey, I'm Ian. And today at the construction site has not been one of my best days. I woke up in a bad mood and I've been trying to hide it, but my mood is messing everything up. I woke up late, spilled coffee on my shirt, and I even dropped my safety glasses into the wet concrete. The only other pair of glasses in my truck are from my granddaughter's birthday party. Now, don't get me wrong, these glasses are fun, but they aren't safe for the job site. Ugh, what a day. You know, I once heard someone say, fake it till you make it. But I don't think that's really true. Because even though I can fake being happy and that everything's good, I can tell that the thoughts I'm having are messing up my conversations with people, how I'm doing my work, and even how I follow God today. Thoughts are powerful and can lead people to accomplish great things. They can also encourage people to choose bad behavior or be mean to people. Have you ever struggled with thoughts that you knew were not kind? Maybe you've thought, can't I think whatever I want as long as I don't say or do wrong things? Whenever I have days like this where my thoughts seem to get in the way, I like to look in the Bible to remember what God says is true. Here, let me show you. This is the Bible, God's true message to us about himself. The Bible tells us that followers of Jesus are set apart, and that includes our thoughts. Let's open the Bible to the book of 1 Peter and read to find out how and why our thoughts matter. Living for Jesus. Peter was a disciple of Jesus. He wrote a letter to other followers of Jesus to encourage them, even as they faced hardship and suffering because of their faith in Jesus. Peter wrote, with your minds and thoughts ready for action, be alert and put your hope completely on the grace to come because of Jesus. Do not be shaped by the desires and wants of your former life before you trusted in Jesus. Instead, be obedient to the Lord Jesus, the one who called you. He is holy and set apart. So you also are to be holy in all that you do. Now, Peter was explaining that followers of Jesus are to be ready for action, and their lives should change when they begin following Jesus. We all go through tough things in life, but instead of letting those experiences bring us down, we can ask God to give us joy, even when we have negative thoughts. As followers of Jesus, we need to be like Jesus in everything we do, and that starts with our thoughts. Let's keep reading to find out what Peter said next. Peter continued to encourage the believers. God the Father is the perfect judge who is not changed by the thoughts or opinions of anyone. If you call to him, let your thoughts and actions be respectful and reverent. Remember that you have been redeemed and rescued from your empty ways of living before, not with money or things that don't last, but with the blood that Jesus Christ gave when he died on a cross like a spotless lamb. God's plan to send Jesus was set up before the world began, and this plan has been revealed to you now. Through Jesus, you believe in God who raised Jesus from the dead and gave him glory, so that your faith and hope are in God. Therefore, love one another constantly because you have been given new life in Jesus. The word of the Lord endures forever, and this word is the gospel that was shared with you. Did you hear that? Peter wrote, both our actions and our thoughts should point others to God. God cares about our thoughts because what we think on the inside affects how we act on the outside. So why do we have bad thoughts to begin with? Well, sin broke everything in the world, including our thoughts. Sin is when we choose to do what we think is best instead of following what God says is best. Because of sin, our thoughts are not always good, and they don't always lead us to follow God. But listen to this. Peter said, remember that you have been redeemed and rescued. The word redeem means to be rescued or saved. We can all be redeemed from our sin because Jesus took the punishment that we deserve. Now we can have a relationship with God and follow him. When we ask God to forgive us and choose to follow Jesus, He sets us apart and redeems our thoughts, actions, and whole life to follow Him. That's incredible. So, your thoughts matter. The more you follow Jesus, the more your thoughts and actions will point to Him. And when others see the difference in your life, they will want the hope that you have in Jesus. I might be having a bad day, but instead of focusing on my negative thoughts, I can celebrate what God has done for me and remember what He says is true about me. I am set apart. That is a thought that can make every day good. All right, I'm going to go see if I can find some new safety glasses. I'll see you.